Do you like my YouTube videos? If you do, please leave a comment and actually click on the like button. And if you want, you can hit subscribe. That way you can stay up to date with all my YouTube videos. Hey, and go ahead and click that bell icon to be notified. Thanks. Take care, guys. Why don't we just skip right to the meat of this video? There's no hiding it. You know, there's no surprises. You guys know this was Simba's tank here. And the title of this video couldn't be more true. And guys, this is a positive video. This is, these reptiles saved me, particularly one of them. But you know, I'm on the list in the local area at pet stores and at vets to shelter reptiles, to take in reptiles, and specifically for monitors or things that are more specialty. Bearded dragons, more people can take them in. It had been a long time, actually, since I had gotten a call for something like this. So sure enough, about a week and a half after Simba passed away, I got a call from a pet store that they had a kid graduating from high school who was going to college away and couldn't take his Savannah monitor, and the mom couldn't do it, and they wanted to make sure it went to a good home and blah, blah, blah. And that's when I was called for Artemis, who is back here. No Apollo, no food. And so they said Artemis was 2 years old. There's Artemis. I don't know her age because she's a little bit small, particularly for the age, but I've had them now for about 3 weeks. And if you are a member of my Discord from Patreon, you know about these guys because you'll have seen them on Discord. And then not a week after that, I got a call about who I've named Apollo right here, who also is needed to be surrendered and rescued. And I just find it so interesting how quickly we went from not getting any action to all of a sudden getting called for 2 guys. Now, these guys are super sweet, but they are super food motivated, which I find just hilarious. I don't think they had ever had dubia roaches. They have had crickets and super worms, but what I found out is they're just addicted to dubias. When they were eating super worms, you know, they would eat like 3 or 4, and that would be it. And then I introduced them to dubias, and they've gone absolutely crazy. Now, the nice thing is these are both growing Savannah monitors. Yeah, can you maybe not be on top of her? And so the feeding of them is still a daily feeding, but once a day, because they are larger. They're not hatchlings. They don't need to eat multiple times a day. So they do eat once a day, but they do get, I wouldn't say, you know, people will say, how much do you feed them or how many do you feed them? And it's not really like that, because dubias, you know, you'll see what I'm feeding here. I'm feeding some males. I'm feeding some females. Some are this size. Some are that size. So, you know, just a good amount. You really, to be honest, I watch the stomach. I see how full the stomach is. Now, these guys are super gentle with each other. Supposedly one female, supposedly one male. It's questionable. It's unknown, I guess I should say. It's unknown. Both of them would be at a good age to sex. I just haven't had the privilege of seeing them try to mark any territory, seeing them try to go to the bathroom or not. So, but both super friendly. But here's the thing. You may notice when I'm feeding, and I'm feeding too, they will, when they're both hungry, go after a reptile that one has in their mouth. So, you know, I have to be super careful about they're not biting each other in the face and things like that. There you go, Artemis. And make sure that the feeding is safe, even when feeding both of them. Artemis, that one got loose and she went and chopped it down. But yeah, these guys really saved me a whole lot, which was good. Apollo's about to bet. He's looking for more food. I don't have more food. They They saved me. They saved me from any type of depression from Simba. You know, they were raised a little bit different, but they're both super cuddly. Apollo is a little timid in the tank, but you pick him up and you hold him, and he's Mr. Cuddles. Artemis is just Mrs. Cuddles all the time, and she's got her same derpy face. You know, this is why I love Savannah. I mean, look at her. She's just like, what's going on? Just derpy as can be. Both of them are curious. Both of them, you can pet both of them. They both come running when they see me, probably for food, like Apollo is now. I don't want him to suicide dive out, so I got to push him back a little bit. But just so friendly and already so smart. They haven't bitten me. I mean, they're just super safe. Apollo, she doesn't have any food. Stop smelling her face, you weirdo. Which is really nice. And, you know, this is Savannah Monitor is just such a good monitor lizard, guys. Like, I can't express it enough how smart they can become, how tame they can become if you just work with them. He's about to suicide dive out of the tank again. You know, they have different personalities than Simba, obviously, but they are just both awesome. Look at that. Tried to come after me, thought I was food. So we still have to work on that a little bit. He especially gets super excited for food, and so does she a little bit if I wiggle my fingers around right after I fed them. That type of specialty behavior, that takes a little bit longer to get them. And Simba was older, so you know that is a behavior that will get tamed out of them. But outside of that, ooh, got to make sure I'm actually high enough where he won't be able to jump and get me. Outside of that, you know your lizard, you know when they're not going to bite. And they would bite if they nipped me in that type of behavior. They would instantly let go, recognizing it's not food. So I'm not worried about that. But still, I have to work with them, poke them from above here, and desensitize, like I'm doing right here. You know, he was getting a little ippity. But I'll just show you. Pick him up. I pick them up from behind. I scare him. You know, look at Artemis. She's like, why are you holding him? Everyone's getting all curious. Whenever I pick Artemis up, he gets really curious. Whenever I pick him up, she gets really curious. This is just behavior that they're not scared. They're not even defensive. They're just curious. You can see I'm just holding him in front of her. And you see those fast tongues. She just wants to know, what are you doing with him? Why did you pick him up? You know, what are you doing with that? Then he gets scared. He'll come back. He'll be back shortly. He runs away, and then he's like, oh, wait. Then it clicks in his mind, it's not that bad. Now she's like, what just happened? Why was he running fast? He's already back down here. Just get them used to that behavior and know that that behavior is calm and that it's safe. Not that they're scared, not that it's hurting them. It's just that they were not used to that being done from birth, right? So, you know, when you've had Artemis, I've had Artemis for like 3.5 weeks, and I've had Apollo for like 2 weeks. They got to get used to that. You know, you got to get them used to it. There he is over there. Hi, buddy. I see you. Here he comes. I see you. Come on. Come back up. Come on back up. Come on back up. Come on back up. Come on back up. Yeah, come on. Back up here. He's a little small, so he kind of looks awkward climbing onto this big ledge where there's no ramp. But so, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, let you know everything is going so good, that I got 2 great monitors that needed a good home, and that they really helped with my healing process. So again, thank you guys all for the kind words. Thank you to everyone who donated. You know, obviously I'm still greatly in the negative from all Simba's vets, plus the loss of the reptile, but everyone who was so kind with the GoFundMe or upped their Patreon or joined Patreon, you've helped more than you ever know. So thank you guys. Take care. We got some new rescue content coming up. They're also leaving. Bye. Bye-bye. God, just plops right down. Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.